Hello, my friends. And today we're going to start working on a little bit of kicks, mobility, flexibility, and all of that together. Thank you for joining this fun experience to get more functional in our daily lives. And as you can see, we start with a little bit of ginga from Brazilian capoeira, martial dance, martial art, whatever you want to call it that way. So a little bit of ginga, the best warm up you can get. Here a little bit of lunges, here's a little bit to the side. Yeah, they have all beautiful Brazilian names, but here we go. This one is, I actually borrowed it from ballet, second position jumps to warm up my legs, really getting into this hip mobility and strength place with very intentional idea to improve our range of motion. As you can see, all these dynamic stretches, getting ready for kick session. And right here, make sure that you do it all safely and maintain your own challenge level. Let's call it that way. How much challenge you need and can handle, and how much fun you want to have. So between those two, you can choose the dynamic of your session. Here we go. These are my front kicks. As you can see, I'm just shifting weight forward. Nice chassé forward, boom. And chassé, of course, I'm using a little bit of dance vocabulary here because, as you guys already know, I have a very deep roots in dance, and most of my imagery that I utilize for any other movement activities is dance. Here we go, a little bit of crossing in the back, a little bit right here, boom, and release that foot. Whip it. Whip that foot to the side. And again, of course, you have to use your own range of motion for those hips. Never, for those kicks, never sacrifice anything for a range of motion, meaning stability first and then the height of your kick second. So make sure that you have that progression in mind when practicing kicks. Right here, as you can tell, I'm doing a little bit of rotation. Again, spiraling action in your upper body is very important, that rotating action. And for that reason, we use a lot of kettlebell exercises and animal flow, but also I'll be making more dance videos showing you how that idea of spinal rotation is highly beneficial and used in dance community as well. So here we go. Next, we're gonna go a little bit of, there we go. Yep, whatever you want to call that kick, call it that way. I have my own imagery that I use. I'm not sure if you guys share the same ideas for the kicks, but I like not to necessarily call anything by any specific style. Just I break it down, and for me it feels like a rotating kick with a turn. So that's pretty much how I have it in my head and in my body. Then I'm gonna do a little bit of rest, cooling down from this session, a little bit stretches, because your muscles do get tight, and you really need to be aware of how much work you're putting into each kick, each session, and when it's time to take a little break, get into a little bit of stretching and reset your body for the next challenge. So right here, doing some basic stretches for the whole body, for my hips, for my shoulders, for my lower back, connecting to the floor, and resetting my whole system for the next round. And there we go. And then on this one, love that stretch, and slowly coming up, as you can see, one vertebrae at a time. So this time I'm going to do it a little bit slower. Yeah, the next session a little bit slower, more precision, more control in each kick. So instead of focusing on the power, here we go, focusing on stability and clarity of the kick. So each element is very specific. How we land, how we generate power. And then going to do a little bit of Jenga to get those legs challenged, and also get my core a little bit hotter, because it takes a little bit more for me than for an average person to warm up, to get those muscles in the right place for the range of motion. Because as you can see, I try to use my full range of motion for the kicks, and that requires well warmed up body. So here we go, internal, external. Yes, and I call those kicks by the hip rotation that's happening when I perform those kicks. External, internal. Next, we gonna have back to that, the king of all kicks, to the side. Yeah, again, a little chassé, which is a fast weight shift from one foot to another. Boom, boom. Yeah, left, right, release. Left, right, release. Boom. There we go. Right here, kick, bring it back. Kick, bring it back. As you can see, the knee goes higher and then the release. Bah. These kicks require a lot of hamstring flexibility, because they're coming down, so the power of the kick is not going up but going down on the way down, and that requires a lot of engagement from your hamstrings. Yeah, on the way up, your hip flexors work. On the way down, your hip extensors work. Yeah. Look up the muscle iliopsoas, guys, and that's a very important muscle that a lot of people forget about. Iliopsoas, and that's the muscle that really helped me to improve my range of motion, to find a better connection between my upper and lower body, and just in general improve my understanding of certain movements. And there are a lot of great anatomy YouTube channels, and if you would like me to recommend one, let me know in the comments. But you know, I know anatomy enough. I had dance anatomy kinesiology courses, but you know, some people really love nitty-gritty anatomy knowledge, and why not shoot me a comment and I will guide you to some nice anatomy YouTube channels specifically designed for people interested in anatomy for movement. Here we go, this one a little bit, hooking from the back to the front kick. There we go again. As you can tell, it's very important to adjust your footwork and see what you're actually practicing in each kick. Alright, a little bit of back, release, kick. Here I wanted to practice a little bit of ease of motion, so I didn't use as much power as I could have. And right here, back into a little bit of leg workout exercises, releasing those legs on the way up. Pick up a little weights. I don't remember those 10 pounds free weights. Bringing them in, engaging those shoulder and back and chest muscles, so that it all is one collected unit and really finding the depth into the squats. Here we go, Cossack squats. From side to side. Those are highly beneficial for anyone who wants to improve their split flexibility and kicks. Of course, flexibility and strength, coordination, all of that comes together when you're working on something that has a martial aspect to it. Here we go, a little bit working on my shoulders. I had a shoulder injury, recovering from it. Happened during one of the filming sessions for a stunt action work that I had to perform. So right here, these 1.5s really helping me. Borrowing those from Athlete X. Yeah, probably you're familiar with that guy. If you want to learn something very specific and detailed from a traditional fitness perspective, definitely recommend him. Here, stretching, bring it up. Yep, nice, elongating, breathing into that hamstring and that hips, finding that stretch right here. Pressing down, dynamic stretches. Really help a lot with the kicks. Go, bringing that down, opening up, breathing in, breathing out, finding that crease. Nice and long muscle right there. Length and breath. Bring up those hips a little bit. Pressing. Breathing in. Letting my body reset. Get some rest. Stretching right here. Those hip flexors, stretching, opening up my chest as well, rotating that spine, opening up my chest again, soft, breathing into it, finding that stretch in my iliopsoas and my quads, breathing. Just getting back into neutral state. Thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you soon.